everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Ev and today we are going to be doing the Booktube Newbie Tag. I'm really excited. I love watching these tags. I find them so much fun and I'm excited to actually be doing my own today. So I have my questions on the phone and we're just going to go through them. The first question is, why did you start this channel? Well, I've actually had this YouTube channel for a good amount of years now. I don't know how long, but for a while. I think I started my channel back when I was in college, and it wasn't necessarily for BookTube, but I knew I just had a love for YouTube in general, and I thought it was fun to create videos, and I kind of had a little bit of a passion for taking videos and editing, and I was learning cool new tricks, so I just wanted to do that. So I made like a couple vlogs, older ones, and then I decided that I wanted to start doing some bookish content on YouTube because I fell in love with the booktube world because I'm an avid reader and I love to read and I loved hearing about people's thoughts. And when I discovered it, it was like this whole new world, right? But I was in school at the time and I got really caught up in college and working full-time and doing all these other things that I kind of fell off reading for a little bit, and I didn't make any content. I was very busy. Fast forward to now, we're all in quarantine and I kind of re-fell in love with reading and booktube, and I decided now is a better time than ever to continue creating content because I really enjoy it. It's really fun and I love reading and I love talking about books. So that is why I started this channel. I already have some booktube content up there, bookish videos up, so if you want to check those out. But I'm really excited to continue this journey and to continue to read and talk about it. Number 2, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to booktube? Well, I always feel like that question is hard for people to answer, but everyone is unique. Everyone has something different to bring. That's the reason why I love booktube, is for the diversity, for the different types of people, for the different types of books they like to read and their opinions on it. I think something, unique about me is I like reading all different types of genre. I know a lot of people are like specific to certain ones, but I really like to mix it up, really like to discover new authors and new genres. So I think I will have a very diverse group of books, hopefully, and my opinion will obviously be unique, and that's what I love about it, is hearing different people's opinion, because everyone's gonna have a different take on something. So yeah. What are you most excited for about this new channel? I am most excited about the community. I think this community is so great. Everyone is so supportive and so nice. I'm excited to interact with other people, and that's the great thing that BookTube does, is not just me, sitting in front of a camera talking about a book. Hopefully the goal would be to engage with some other people who have read similar things, or you can tell me what you've read and we can interact, because I don't really have a chance to talk about books all the time, and if I do, I'm normally boring people, so it would be really nice to interact with people who care as much about books as I do and find it as fascinating, and that we can talk about it and become virtual bookish friends, which would be really exciting. Also, I know there's a lot of people who do like book clubs and stuff like that, and readathons. I love those. Those are so much fun. I love being a part of it. So I am excited for that as well, so that I can start making videos on it and really feel more involved in the community in that regard as well. Why do you love reading? Okay, I just love reading because it takes you to another place. I wouldn't say it's a good distraction, but it's a good distraction. I don't know how else to say. Like, I love the fact that you can just get engrossed into another world and escape your reality. It's kind of just like a time I have for myself, kind of a form of self-love, where I can just sit down. I don't need to be around anyone else other than just myself and really dig into the book. And a lot of times you're able to learn a lot of things as well from different books. So whether it's just a really great story to escape or you're learning something very valuable, I just truly feel like reading has always been such a big part of my life, and it's really magical. I just love it because it's magical and beautiful, and I love reading different types of things, and it really opens up a different part of the world that you may not know. I live in a certain part of the world, but through reading I can be in London, or I can, you know, be on the other side of the world learning about different cultures that I wouldn't have access to necessarily if I wasn't reading, other than TV, of course. But this forced me to use my imagination and feel creative almost in a way. So that's why I really, really love reading. And it just makes me happy. Reading truly just makes me happy. I mean, for no other reason than that, I feel like that's a pretty good reason. What book or series got you into reading? Honestly, my earliest memories of me, I have been reading. And I, you know, definitely thank my mom for that. She was always reading to us and having us read as kids, taking us to the library. I remember we would go pick out books and then we would sit together as a family in the living room, and she would have a dictionary in the middle of the room. And if we didn't know a word, we had to go to the dictionary and look it up. So those are some fond memories I have. I don't know if she remembers that, but I do. So from the earliest memories I have, I was reading. And I don't really know necessarily. I think the first series I remember reading was Junie B. Jones. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but does anyone remember those books? I was obsessed with those books. Those were great. I loved Junie B. Jones. Babysitter Club, I used to read those. When I got a little older, Nancy Drew. I was obsessed with Nancy Drew. That really is what got me into like mystery kind of books. It was so much fun. So yeah, those were kind of younger books, but I remember reading those. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? Okay, I think the question I would ask them is, they post so much content and it's amazing, it's great because I love watching it, but at the same time they read so much, and I just wonder, how do you guys time manage that? Like, I could be reading more, you know, if I wanted to, but then instead I'm spending 2 hours editing my video, you know, so it's like, how do you manage to read all of that and still have time to shoot and edit your videos? Like, you guys are awesome, and then you're working a lot of times as well, so I'm really impressed by how you guys are able to time manage and post so much content, because I know it's so much hard work. So I would say, how do you guys manage to do it all? Give me your tips and tricks, please. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? I feel like that went hand in hand with my last answer, kind of finding the time to not only read and continue being enjoyable for me, but also to make the content, post it consistently. I think that would be more difficult for me, but I'm gonna try my best. This is something I'm doing for fun because I genuinely enjoy this. I just want to be able to consistently upload. So I feel like that may be a challenge, coming up with new ideas for videos and consistently uploading them, as well as continuing with my reading goals and making sure that I'm still focusing on reading first and then uploading the content about reading. Because if you're not reading, you don't have any content to upload, you know? Hope that made sense. When did you start reading? Okay, I think that I already answered this with another question, but I started reading very young. I don't remember an exact age, but my earliest memories are me reading. Since I was a baby. Like, if my mom wasn't reading to me, she was having me read, and yeah, I started reading when I was very, very young, so as early as I can remember. Where do you read? I don't really have a set place. I like to move around the house. You'll see that. Like, sometimes I sit at my desk, sometimes in my bed, sometimes I'm out there, sometimes I'm on the balcony. I don't have a specific place where I read, just somewhere that I feel comfortable. As long as I'm comfortable there, then I'm good. And I like to hop around just because it switches it up for me. If I'm just in one place for like 3 hours reading a book, I might go a little stir crazy. But if I'm there for an hour and then I hop over somewhere else for an hour, just a change of scenery kind of helps me stay focused on the book. So anywhere that is comfortable, I read. Lastly, the question is, what kind of books do you like to read? I like to read all different types of book. I like contemporary, I like romance, fantasy, adventure, thriller, mystery, all those kinds of things. I think some of the main ones I started reading was mystery, again, like Nancy Drew. That was like really the earliest I can remember that I fell in love with reading, other than Junie B. Jones, was Nancy Drew. So I really started off in mystery. More lately I have gotten into fantasy, which has been really enjoyable, because mainly before that I would just do mystery, thriller, contemporary. But I love fantasy now, and graphic novels, manga, all those I have just recently started getting into as well. So I think that I like to read a very wide range of books, which is another reason why I thought I would be unique, is because I like them all. Give me anything. I will read them and probably enjoy it. I'm not too picky when it comes to book. As long as the book is good, it keeps me entertained, I will probably read it. I'm a very character-driven person, so as long as I like the characters, take me on whatever journey you want. I'm going to be invested because I care about the characters and I like them. And I think that's all the questions. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and hit the bell for more videos. I have some exciting ones coming up right now. I'm actually working on a Midnight Sun reading vlog coming up, and I also have a book haul coming up. So those are going to be really exciting and in the near future. Also, every month I'll be doing my monthly wrap-ups and my TBRs and other fun videos. So if you liked today's video, please give it a like, subscribe, and if you have a Booktube channel, put it down below. I would love to see your channel and support you. And if you have any comments or questions or suggestions for future videos, please let me know down in the comments, and thank you for your support. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!